Yo, I stay away from the streets and the trouble to get in. Trying to stay strong in this world full of sin, but they wanna bring us down, they ain't wanna see us win. They wanna kill us all, Lord, tell me, can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? I know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. So can I live? Can a nigga live? Can I live? Can a nigga live? Lord, tell me, can I live? Know the hatred's deeper than the color of your skin. Can I live?
America, KKK, land of the good smokers, home of the slaves. And I'm just trying to be great. Tell me, how can I live with this drama every day? I'm a light, I'm a beam in this darkness. It seems that real life is a nightmare. Can I live my dreams on this earth? Since I was young, I realized I had a destiny bigger than the fake shit that's disguised as what.
You understand? Y'all should break a thumb to the brothers. Y'all smaller thoughts, y'all shy. You understand? The brothers and sisters, you understand? We here for another episode of The Bible is Black. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Of course, when we say black, this is what we are talking about. The Bible is black. Today's episode, we're going to get into that race is in the Bible. You understand? That's what this series, that's what this channel is all about. Races in the Bible. We highlight and showing here. Today's episode is afros, braids, and locks, talking about hair. You understand? It's describing vividly the race of the people that are in the Bible. These are very distinct features and characteristics about the Jews that are in the Bible. It's talking about hair. They say that race is not in the Bible. The Bible is about all people. Well, this is specifically about the characteristics of the Jews in the Bible, how God looked, how Christ looks. You understand? It does not mean that every single Israelite has this type of hair or these features, but this is a characteristic of the Jews and the Israelites as a whole. You understand? All the 12 tribes, you understand? That does not mean if you do not have braids, afro, or locks, that you are not an Israelite. If your father is so-called Negro or a native of North, South, Central America, and the Caribbean, descended from those of the conquest of the New World or the transatlantic slave trade, not Arabs, not Africans, not East Indians, not Caucasians, you understand? Not Polynesians, not Western Pacific Islanders, only those 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, then you are an Israelite. You understand? This is just to highlight characteristics of the Israelites. You understand? If you are one of these 12 tribes, if your father is one of these listed here, then you are an Israelite according to the Bible. See here, you understand? All right. Today's episode, we're going to get into hair, locks, you understand, recorded in the Bible. That's the 12 tribes chart. You understand? Pay your tithes. Only reason you know you're an Israelite is because of Commander GEN.YAHANNA, because of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. All blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you need to be paying your tithes. You can only pay your tithes to the place where the Lord thy God shall choose. That place, the only place set up by the Most High, is the I.S.U.P.K. Make sure you pay your tithes, 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives to you. You give to the I.S.U.P.K. You turn into the school. You understand? Go write ISUPK.com, select our tithes offerings, put your information in and email your receipt right to your email. The Bible is black culture, afro, braids, and locks. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 9 says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down. The prophet Daniel was getting a vision of the Most High. He's getting a vision that the angel is showing. He's watching a vision of the world empires rising and falling. The thrones are position of rulership and power on the earth. He's seeing every empire rise and fall, just like you see in the timeline of a movie or a collage that's being shown. He sees Babylon rising and falling, the Assyrian, the Greek, the Mede, the Persian Empire rising and falling, Rome rising and falling, the Byzantine Empire, you understand, Constantinople, Rome, America, Egypt. He's watching a vision that's being shown to him, all the world empires rising and falling. And the Ancient of Days did sit. Who is the Ancient of Days? Everybody knows that's talking about the Most High. He is older than the days because he created days, whose garment was white as snow. First thing, this is not a naked man sitting on a cloud like they have depicted by Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci, with two naked white men touching fingers. That's not what this is saying. This is a man who's wearing a garment and he's sitting on a throne. He got a full white garment, whose hair of his head, meaning the hair on his head, was like the pure wool. This is the first thing here. The hair on his head is like the pure wool. This is describing in the Bible. This is pure wool hair. This is an afro that is being described. Why is it saying this? I thought God didn't have any color. Nobody saw God. Nobody knew what God looked like. It's describing God and the people of God. This is pure wool. This is a little black baby, little baby girl. This is an adult female. This is pure wool, talking about that hair on their head. An afro, that is woolly hair, just like a sheep has. This is wool, pure wool. You understand? Just like Tiger has, just like Snoop Dogg has. This is black people's hair, so-called Negroes' hair. The Hamites do not have the same hair we have. You understand? But this is what the scripture is talking about. You see, pure wool. All right. This is characteristics and descriptions talking about pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as a burning fire, meaning his throne was like a fiery flame. It was like a chair that was on fire with rims on the car. Rims on the chair. Why? Because that's Israelite culture. It's all throughout the Bible that this Bible is talking about so-called black people. This is the episode that the Bible is black. So let's get some more. You understand? Songs of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 11. It says, his head is as the most fine gold, meaning his head is shining like gold. His locks are bushy and black as the raven, meaning his locks are bushy and black as the raven. What are the locks of the Bible? What is this talking about? Like 42 Doug, these are Israelite locks. You understand? These are the locks of the Bible that you are seeing. This is Israelite culture. This is why you do this. This is our culture. It's always been our culture. This is not Africans' culture. This is not Arab or East Indians' culture. This is Israelite culture, Negro culture. That's why you plait your baby girls' hair, your little boys and girls. This has always been our culture. Afros, braids, plaits. This is what is actually recorded in the Bible. You understand? This is what's in the Bible. The Christian church is busy trying to tell you not to look at race so that they can have you continue to worship our oppressor, thinking that that's what God wants, when that's not true. The God of this Bible is a black man. He's not all colors. He's not for all races. The children of God are so-called black people. Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, we are the children of God, not all people, not all melanated people on the earth. This one family of people, you understand? And the Bible is our records, our culture, our heritage, our present, past, and future. Let's get some. Right. These are the locks of the Bible that is being read. Locks are bushy as the raven. These are the locks of the Bible. You understand? Braids, plaits. This is not our culture. Dreadlocks. These are not our culture. This is his culture. This is a Elam, the East Indian culture, the worshipers of Shiva. This is Shiva, the Hindu goddess Shiva. This is her culture, a transvestite god about dreadlocks and smoking weed, getting high. India, Pakistan, that is where this culture comes from. That's where these dreadlocks comes from. That's where your ganja plant, your weed, your cannabis, that's where it comes from, India. That's where your opioids, your heroin, your poppy seeds in those fields in India and Pakistan and Afghanistan. This is their culture. They believe it's unclean to wash and bathe regularly, to comb your hair out, conforming to society. That's why they let their hair grow and mat up like this. This is not Israelite culture. This is the culture of another nation of people, the Elamites. Braids and plaits is Israelite culture. This is our culture. These dreadlocks are not our culture. You understand? And we're going to get and show you in the Bible. Of course, this is backwards. The Zondervan's Bible Dictionary. You have to have a dictionary to understand the definitions of the words that's written in the Bible. This is the definition of the word lock. Locks in the Bible. You understand? Where the fake Israelites and Rastas and Christians who don't understand the Bible get their concept of locks from. Zondervan's Bible Dictionary, as the page, the definition of locks. When it says locks, it is talking about braided hair. Braided hair. It even tells you in the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary that locks are braided hair. This is braided hair. In order for something to be able to lock, you have to be able to unlock it. There's a difference between matted and welded together. You understand? It's not the same thing. Locks are not our culture. That's East Indian culture, and it is the worship of another god. All of you with dreadlocks in your hair, you worship the Hindu goddess Shiva. Worship is the action that is taken to dedication and serving of that god, which is what you're doing. Again, afros, plaits, braids, this is black culture in the Bible. This is Israelite culture. These are clearly not white men that pretend to call themselves the Jews. This is not our oppressor, the Jewish man, the Israeli. This is not his hair, not his culture. It says like the pure wool, and it's talking about locks and braids and plaits. Not that one little jerry curl they do on the side of their head and a black top hat like they're in the circus. That is not Israelite culture. You understand? Judges chapter 16 and verse 13, and Delilah said unto Samson, hitherto thou hast mocked me and told me lies. Tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound. And he said, Delilah wanted the secret to Samson's hair, to his power, because he was a Nazarite. That's where you get the term locks from. And he said unto her, she was a heathen, she was a Hamite, an African, and she wanted her people to be able to destroy this great black mighty Israelite warrior and champion that was known for fighting and destroying the armies of her people, taking their lives. He was dumb and in his lust and wanted to have sex with a heathen woman because he was full of lust and did not want to keep God's commandments, which interracial marriage is against God. He wanted to be with another people, even though they were dark-skinned. They're melanated people. We're not the same race, just like the East Indians, like the various Africans. We are a completely different nation of people. And he said unto her, if thou weavest the 7 locks of my head with the web, meaning if you weave the locks of your head with the web, then his power, his strength would go away. Why? Because the locks, again, these locks, this was the secret to his power, because these braids and this plait is Israelite culture. That is why they want to stop you from getting your hair like this. You understand? That afro, this is our culture. This is not our culture. If you want to serve the God of the Bible, you come into UPK, which is the only place to learn how to actually serve the God of the Bible. This is what we do to dreadlocks. Dreadlocks get cut off. You understand? They're in a bag and cut off. Just like that weed you smoking, the cigarettes, your Christmas, eating pork. You understand? A woman thinking she can teach the Bible, a man weak under his woman, his mommy. You got to put on the proper spirit of the Lord and get rid of them dreadlocks. The sister came into the school, like plenty of brothers and sisters do, and cut those dreadlocks off, because that's not our culture. You cannot serve the God of this Bible and another God. You can't be in the truth and take the culture of another nation of people. You understand? So Revelation 1 and 13, this is Christ. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. Of course, we know the Son of Man is Christ. The 7 candlesticks represent those schools or the churches, which the translation of that word is school, Bayav Sapario, a house of studying, knowledge, or books. Those schools that were set up throughout Asia Minor in the New Testament. Clothed with a garment down to the foot and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. This is talking about Christ. He's got a garment to his feet and a golden girdle or a war belt around his waist. His head and his hairs were like wool, meaning the hair on his head and the hair on his face, his beard was like wool. Again, we got that same wool all over again, all throughout the Bible, because this is Israelite culture. Hair like wool. This is our culture. This is why it grows from our babies' heads. This is why it's our natural hair. This is what is recorded. This is in the Bible. This is Israelite culture. The Bible is black. You understand? and his eyes white as snow, and his eyes were as lamps of fire, because Christ liked to drink wine, a custom of the Jews. You understand there? The Bible is black. This has been another episode. Shalom.
Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Ops wanna drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She wanna fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black, but she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. Cops wanna kill me cause I'm black. Ops wanna drill me cause I'm black. Can't get no job cause I'm black. She wanna fuck me cause I'm black. Her dad don't like me cause I'm black, but she Hispanic so she black. Ain't got no time for none of that. Bitch, I'm a Jew, so I'm black. I can't fight the cops and the ops. Toting Glocks, heavy on the block. Ball of crack tucked in the sock. Instead help the ones I love. We was on the block for the grub. If you from my side, then it's love. Wanted big knots, busting out the jeans, but we was hurting all the fiends. Without that crack, he look just like me. Dirty nigga from the concrete, but the white man dealt his hand, so we eating out the trash can. People ride by, don't extend a hand, cause to them, this an average black man. So for him, that's why I gotta make it. I ain't talking rap. Before the slave ships, I'm one of a kind. Y'all can't take it. I could never leave my spot vacant, cause I'm black. I see crowns and I take it cause I'm black. I never been in no spaceship, but I know